Is it April Fool's yet? Because it feels like April Fool's. We're going to talk about Stephen Colbert and his son writing a Lord of the Rings fanfic that they're going to turn into a movie.
Maybe. It's a development.
I thought this was a joke. I thought this was a joke.
You said I had to verify it because I thought it was like someone just put some bullshit out there and it was, nope, it's real.
Good luck with that. So I'm really confused by this. So Stephen Colbert has been railing against the Ellisons because the Ellisons at Skydance bought Paramount, CBS, right? And he's been railing against them for months. It could have potentially cost him his job or at least pushed them.
He's also pissed that he's losing his job. Yeah.
Okay. So the big announcement is we're going to go make a movie for Warner Brothers, which is also going to be owned by the Ellisons.
Yes.
What? You know what I'm saying? What?
He's going to do a new Lord of the Rings movie. One, why do we need another one? Two, this is going to be all like his made up bullshit. And three, do you really want a Lord of the Rings movie by Stephen Colbert? I mean, dude, isn't that funny? He had the lowest rating late night show, which is one of the reasons he got canceled because he's not that funny. He's super political. But now he's going to make a Lord of the Rings movie.
You can't make this up. I'm going to try to make sense of this. It's a real thing that's happening. I know he's a big Lord of the Rings fan, but like I said, this feels like fan fiction because they're pulling a bunch of random shit out of their ass to cobble together another movie. But same with The Hunt for Gollum. That's like, oh, there was like 2 weeks period of time in the books that we never merely mentioned anything that's going on. We're going to make a whole trilogy in that or whatever. And it's like, what? No, just stop. Just please, just stop. But they can't stop because money. They think they're going to make money. But
because if you could pick somebody who you thought could literally just make a good movie to be based on the source material for good movie based on the source material's sake, then maybe. And even then I'm thinking that's pushing it. But you're picking him who, can't do anything without putting all kinds of political bias in it and everything else. I mean, it's ridiculous how far. And then they're like, do you honestly think he's just going to do a movie for that's going to be just all based purely on entertainment for entertainment's sake? Hell no.
Oh my God.
Read the room.
All right, it's going to be like somehow Sauron came back again. We tried to kill him.
Now he's got more
power. He's got orange hair, but now he's got more power.
Orange face, yeah.
Oh my God! Then they're gonna have the orcs are gonna be like ice too, right? Is that what we're gonna do? It's like, oh my God. Okay, we're gonna talk about this. I honest to God thought it was a joke. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Get woohoo if you do.
I don't want to give a woohoo for this one.
This is Kneon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hi, woohoo.
And hi, woohoo. Okay, so let's, before we read the article, let's go look at the announcement coming from Peter Jackson. I honest to God thought this was an Onion or a Not to Be headline, and it's freaking real, man. It's real. All right, so this is Peter Jackson. He was talking about the hunt for Gollum, which we all knew, the hunt for more money.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody's going to probably go see that one either.
I don't know. And then he makes the very special announcement on the day of the destruction of the ring. To celebrate the destruction of the ring, we're going to celebrate the destruction of the franchise.
Well, it's already been destroyed because we have all the stuff on the Amazon show and everything else.
God,
and they keep making so much of it, and they're trying to squeeze everything out of it. Now they're making up new stuff that you've just basically killed any desire. It's like Star Wars. Have you not seen Star Wars and what they've done to Star Wars? You're doing the same thing to Lord of the Rings.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, and then we've got Greta Gerwig in charge of Narnia. Like, what the hell is going on here?
To explain it, because we've got a very special partner that we're working with, and you can see for yourself. Hang on. There we go. Hello.
Hi, Peter.
Hey, Stephen. Hi, how are you?
How are you doing?
Good.
Oh, my
good.
God.
Sorry,
Good.
I didn't see you there.
I like all your Tolkien stuff on.
Sorry, I was just reading my Tolkien, and you just happened to call me on FaceTime. Oh, look at that.
On the wall there. That's that's
Oh, thanks. This is just part of the collection.
So I was just explaining to the folks about the next Tolkien movie after Hunt for Gollum, and the fact that we've partnered up with you to develop the script. So
yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. Should I tell people what the story is?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
As much as you want. Yep.
I will, as much as I can. You know what the books mean to me and what your films mean to me. But the thing I found myself reading over and over again were the 6 chapters early on in the Fellowship that y'all never developed into the first movie back in the day. It's basically, the chapter is Three's Company through Fog on the Barrow Downs. And I thought, oh, wait, maybe that could be its own story that could fit into the larger story. Could we make something that was completely faithful to the books while also being completely faithful to the movies that you guys had already made? And I started talking it over with my son, Peter, who's also a screenwriter. And we worked out what we thought would work, especially as a framing device for that story. And it took me a few years to scrape my courage into a pile to give you a call. But about 2 years ago, I did. You liked it enough to talk to me about it. And ever since then, the two of us have been working with the brilliant Philippa Boyens on how to develop this story. And we recently took it to Richard Brenner at New Line and Pam Abdi and Mike DeLuca at Warner Brothers. And I could not be happier to say that they loved it. And so...
Again, I want to point out he will be working for the Ellisons again.
Right.
He ranted about it. Just...
I'm just sitting here like, he's like, I want to be faithful to the book. I'm like, you do know it's Tolkien, right? Are you allowed to be faithful to Tolkien? I thought that was bad. Because he was he's a horrible person.
Racist, misogynistic, bigoted. Well, we'll make sure that all the orcs are represented and you know, there'll be people too. Just like in the Amazon show. I
gotta tell you, I'm not gonna lie. I just don't care. Like,
no, I don't give a shit. I think it's gonna be absolutely fucking terrible.
It's more about that seems like a joke than anything.
It seems like a joke.
Over it all. They keep making more Lord of the Rings. They're doing it to Lord of the Rings that did the Star Wars, and everybody's apathetic towards Star Wars. Now you're going to cause apathy towards Lord of the Rings. Good job. Hollywood's managing to like literally ruin everything. I mean, I like the fact that he's basing it on actual things that they didn't do the movie on.
Well, wait, I'll tell you about. We're going to the article, and this is it weaves in and around the movies, but then there's like a whole fanfic side to it. So yeah, after coming up with the idea, he discussed with his son, and it's gonna be a framing device to, you know, do those 3 chapters. Yeah, we didn't do it, and only one thing came to mind. You know, I feel thin, sort of stretched, like butter scraped over too much bread.
Yeah, it's like, that's how it feels. Yes.
Yeah. So the film's official log line reads: 14 years after the passing of Frodo, the leftover hobbits, Sam, Merry, and Pippin set out to retrace the steps of their adventure. Meanwhile, Sam's daughter has discovered a long-buried secret and is determined to uncover why the War of the Ring was very nearly lost before it even began.
Why? Who cares?
Who gives a shit?
It's like the Titanic. You know the boat's going to sink at the end.
I know, right? Oh, my God. And yeah, look, there hasn't been a good Tolkien movie since the original trilogy. The Hobbit movies. Now, apparently somebody did distill all 3 of those movies down into like one good movie, but it was...
Oh yeah, that was stretched too thin, definitely.
That was stretched too thin. And now we're going back again, and there and back again, and then again, and again, and again, and again.
That's what they're doing. We're going to retrace our steps and do it again. And it's like, but why? I honestly, I'll tell you what, I'm tired. Like, yeah. I can't, I literally, you know, have no give a shit left. And I hate doing that, especially when your thing is it's something you loved before. That's why I get so upset about Star Wars. I don't care. I just have no care. I don't expect much. My expectations are below sea level. And, maybe if they show me something fantastic, I might be like, okay, you know, maybe I'll give it a shot. But for now, I don't fucking care. And I don't like Colbert. So I'm even more like I don't care because I think he's a pompous dillweed.
So Colbert's son has worked in production on several movies, including The Rise of Skywalker.
Okay, well, there you go. Sold me on my opinion of I don't want to watch this shit.
And he's in a rock band, Evil Twin. So you know,
you remember then we had J.J. Abrams and his son, and they were gonna redo. What were they redoing? It was they were gonna.
Oh no, they did a Spider. Yeah, they were gonna relaunch Spider-Man, and it was J.J. Abrams and like his 13-year-old kid. It was like the cringiest shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is. This is let's give the guy who can't even get enough. Yes, amen.
Thank you, Gary.
Let's give the guy who can't even have enough viewership to keep himself on the air a Lord of the Rings movie. I'm like,
oh my god, yeah, this is insane. Kill it now. This is the worst. It's a fanfic. It's a fanfic.
I can't. I don't care.
I hope they have.
I used to even get mad. Now I'm just tired.
When I saw Peter Jackson give a Lord of the Rings update, when I learned Stephen Colbert is co-writing Lord of the Rings with his kid.
Dear God, no, yes.
This is just fucking. It's fucking over.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah, it's forget that. It's a bad fanfic, and it's Stephen Colbert, and nobody gives a shit. And I hope that the Gollum movie, because that's a bad idea too. Just why can't we just stop? Why can't we just stop? Right?
Because Hollywood is creatively bankrupt, and instead of finding people who have some creativity, they keep giving the people that they think they owe favors to, power, and it's just more of the same shit. Why do we have to shove politics into everything for entertainment? And then they're genuinely surprised when audiences flock to things like Twisters or Project Hail Mary and things like that because it's not political. They can't wrap their little minds around it.
Stephen Colbert, given the political leanings, religious leanings of Professor Tolkien, Colbert is literally the last person you want to put in charge.
But he's a big mega fan, so he should be. I mean, that's
with
cool,
Greta Gerwig and Narnia,
Right. It's good that you're a big fan of it. That's true. But I'm a really big fan of things like Star Wars and She-Ra, but I probably wouldn't want to be writing the next one either. I don't think I would even think I was worthy of such a thing. You know what I mean? I guess I don't have an ego the size of, California.
Well, all you have to do is just realize it's just a toy commercial. Whatever. The old fans, they'll get over it. Chuds, they're just fapping it to She-Ra. We'll make a She-Ra that no one can fap to.
Yeah, right. I don't effing care. I mean, maybe if you show me something with substance and I'm like, okay, maybe I'll care at some point. Or I'll get really pissed. Right now, I don't fucking care because it's just going to be more of the same. I mean, and the Amazon show kind of is a piece of shit. So it's just going to be like another piece of shit. Who cares? You know what I mean? At this point, no one's going to watch it either.
No.
Unless you show me that's actually something else that's actually good. It's not a piece of shit.
How do
it's
you...
the corn in the shit. Then maybe I'll watch it. But right now, I'm just like, nope, more shit.
How do you devalue the Lord of the Rings? How do you devalue
Hollywood
Star
found a way.
Wars? How do you devalue all these franchises that have lasted for decades, that have been perennial favorites? All of them have been destroyed within the last couple of years.
One of the big problems is the excess. You have something great, instead of letting it just be and just exist, you want more money, so you have to keep adding on to it and changing it and putting people with I'm going to give you my take, and then it's just oversaturated and 90% of it's shit, and you still have the originals, which are good, but the rest of it's just shit, and then people just don't care anymore. This is going to create apathy. I mean, people have been apathetic since the Amazon show. It's just I don't think the Gollum movie's going to do great.
No.
It's just apathy at this point. That your biggest fans don't care anymore.
There we go. So we'll see. This is going to be a disaster, though. 100%.
All people.
All the people. All the people. We're gonna wrap it up.
Yes.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.